Today at Gadget Class, I'm reviewing a lithium polymer portable jump starter / USB battery bank. This will jumpstart your car and power and charge any USB device you could possibly throw at it. It's actually got 16,000 plus milliamp hour LiPo cells on the inside. Pretty cool product. And I have had my hands on a lot of gadgets here at Gadget Class. I've reviewed all kinds of USB battery banks, and I've used plenty of those big old lead acid car jump starters before. And let me tell you, this replaces all of them. Very seldom am I not only thoroughly impressed with the product, but also pleasantly surprised. And this is one of those products. You know, it all starts when you open up the box and you look at the case here. Even the zipper pull is a nice textured plastic there. You open up this nice case that will fit under a car seat, and you see everything is well organized and in its place and held exactly where it needs to be. You've got your jump start leads there. You got your USB leads. You got micro, mini, lightning, and old style iPod there. We've got our cigarette lighter leads here. You've got your cigarette lighter charger to charge it on the road. You've got your cigarette lighter output, so you can power any device that takes a cigarette lighter cord. And then you've got your AC charger here. Everything you need to use it on the road, including USB. You could easily throw your extra USB cables in here, so you're perfectly good to go and charge anything you have. Very good there. And I put this thing to the ultimate test, okay? I jump-started a Suburban that had been sitting out in a field for 6 months with a dead battery. I jump-started a Dodge that had a battery that was so bad I had to hook up a boat battery to it. Jump-started an Excursion with the V10 engine in it, and my motorcycle that has been sitting all winter with a dead battery. It did all of that on one charge, okay? And I've got videos of all that. It's going to go at the end of the video here. And I even came back and charged up my LG V10 to the point that I could shoot this video, and I still got 2 bars left, okay? That is badass, okay? The fact that it'll jumpstart 4 vehicles and charge a phone and still be good to go to probably jumpstart another car or charge any modern smartphone from dead to full is amazing, okay? I did test it with my constant current load resistor, and I tested it at a high drain. Usually you test at like a 1 amp constant current. I tested it at 2.5 amps. Okay, and I got, correcting for voltage step up, I got just over 12,000 milliamp hours. I'm sure if I had tested it at like a 1 amp drain, I probably would have gotten a lot closer to the rated 16,000 milliamp hours of the LiPo cells on the inside. But 12,000 milliamp hours, it's pretty impressive. And I have yet to drain it completely. I could probably charge 5 more things and then charge it up. So let's do a quick test here just to show you guys what it can do. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and we'll go ahead and plug in our constant current load resistor. And we'll get that to focus there. So we're at 2.46 amps, and we are at a full 4.95 volts, okay? It is not dropping at all. I could plug in another probably 2 amps into that other port and be perfectly good to go. It's got plenty of power. Plenty of power. If you're getting ready to go on a long camping trip and you're looking for something to take the power with you on the go, this will do the job quite nicely. So let's go ahead and I'm going to take it apart first. I'll cut to that video first, and then we'll go outside and I'll show you the complete test on everything. Let's take a look on the inside. Seems to be pretty well soldered. It does have a machine printed circuit board and machine soldered components. That's always a good thing. No cheapo solder jobs there. Everything is pretty well organized and done there. And for the sake of the video, I went ahead and cut open the LiPo battery pack so I could show you the cells on the inside. It does have 4 LiPo cells. There you go. I couldn't find marking on the front or the back. I'm not going to split the battery pack apart, but you can see that those are definitely LiPo cells there. And based on my testing, they do the job. So I think they did a pretty good job. This was all very neatly taped together in a shrink wrapped pouch with all this foam around it. They might have been able to stick a slightly larger battery bank in there, but based on my testing, I think it is perfectly sufficient for what it's doing. So I find no quality control issues at all on the inside or the outside. Everything is really well done. So let's go ahead and skip to the testing videos. Put this jump starter to the test. I've got an old Chevy Suburban that's been sitting out in the field for a while, and it's just barely cranking. It won't even, it'll kind of turn over. That's pretty much dead right there. So we're not hoping for an actual start because this thing's been sitting for so long. I did pour some starter fluid in there, but we're just hoping that it'll give us a crank. This will represent a car that has been running, but it just has a dead battery. So if we get a good, 5 or 6 cranks out of this thing, it'll be worthy. If not, I'll have to put it back to the drawing board. So we got our flashing green light right there. Positive. Oh, that's negative. Positive. Negative. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Oh, now our light's green. I think we were supposed to wait for the light to turn green. Let's try it now. Nice. Whoa, it even started. Wow. I was not expecting it to start. But as soon as that light turned green, we seemed to have all the power we needed. That's actually pretty good. I was kind of freaking out there for a minute. Light's still green. Oh, good. I was pretty impressed with it starting that Suburban. Here we've got an old Dodge truck, Dodge Ram here, and it has a completely bad battery. I mean, we had to disconnect it because it has multiple dead cells. I have not recharged this thing. This is almost like 10 minutes after I did the Suburban. And we'll just wait for that light to turn solid green, and we'll see if we can start it without a battery. I know this is probably not recommended, but it'll say a lot about just how many amps this thing can put out. This truck has been sitting for a while. It has not been run for like probably 4 or 5 months. So it's going to be the ultimate test. This negative terminal is so corroded, I just connected the negative straight to the alternator housing, and the positive is going straight to the battery positive lead. And we'll just wait for that light to turn solid green. But apparently this thing's smart enough that it's not going to try to jump anything if it doesn't see any battery voltage at all. As much as I would have liked to have started the truck on that, it does have circuitry built in so that it's not going to happen. So what I did is I dug out my old boat battery. This thing's been sitting around all winter, not charged, and I'm not even sure how many volts it is. I haven't done a full deep charge on it on a long time, so it's very low. But we do have our green light now because it is sensing voltage. I just got it jumped in to the system the same way I've got that jumped in. So if that thing's worth its salt, it'll be able to start this truck with an old boat battery and its own jump starter. And this truck has not been started in 5 months. I have no idea what it's going to do. Yeah, that boat battery is pretty weak. Nope. Double check our connections here. And it does say if it does not start right away, give it a few minutes. And look, it is it's flashing again. So yeah, I think that means it's running really low on power. So we'll let it charge up for a few minutes and see what happens. Whoa! Wow, that started right up. I think I had a bad connection. Alright, that's 2 for 2. Both of these have been sitting around a long time. It's going to be my third and final test. I have not recharged this in between all 3 of these. This is my Vulcan 800. It has been sitting all winter. The battery is so bad that if I accidentally leave the lights on for more than 30 seconds when the motors are not running, it will not restart. This battery is shot. It's just enough to barely start it if it doesn't have any drain on it. So as you can see, it just barely tries. So let's go ahead and hook up our jump starter here. And motorcycles aren't that big of a deal. I don't have any doubt that it'll start this, especially after it started those other ones. Got a solid green light. Yeah. Nice and fun. Yep, this has been sitting all winter, so I'm not surprised that it's not actually starting. This is going to be my last test for jump starting. This is an Excursion, and it is dead to the point that it will not start. We're at 10.4 volts. And the battery's been getting weak and going bad over the last 3 or 4 months, and it needs to be replaced. And we got nothing there. So let's hook up our thingamajig. You plug that in. it up. And we got a green light there, so we're good to go. We're up to 12.5 now. That's pretty good. Alright. Nice. So this thing has jump started everything I've thrown at it on one charge. Definitely worth the price.